Alright, check this out. We are shooting at 2.7K. It is stabilized, and there's no super view here, so I'm shooting in 4:3 ratio, which gives you more room to work with. And we're gonna start the ride. I've also engaged some of the cool commands like voice control. Let's see if I could get a very sweet wow. I wonder if that looks cool on the camera. GoPro, stop recording. I am highly impressed with these voice controls so far. Got my Camelback Podium Chill here. Now let's see what it looks like on the trail. Probably should warm up a bit, but I am afraid that the rain is going to come sooner than later. It's kind of by design that I came out here to get rained on, because I want to see, you know, what the difference is when riding with this camera compared to a gimbal and an action camera without a housing on it, because you can't really utilize an action camera with the housing because it makes it way too heavy. I'm also really interested to hear this audio. Hopefully it's actually even usable, but probably won't be. All right, let's turn around. I was just pointing into the headwind, so that's why it was really, really loud probably, but if not, that would be cool. I'm gonna switch over to unstabilized footage on this pathway so you could see that and understand what it looks like without the stabilization. Man, I tell you what, just that feature alone, if this footage doesn't look good, that'll be unfortunate, but the voice control command is really cool. I mean, it works every time so far, and it seems to have no issues. But I'm gonna show you guys a way to actually mount this up to a gimbal as well. See how it works on a gravel pavement. Kind of tested this out earlier with the stabilization. See how jittery it looks. Like I said, this is in 2.7K, 30 frames per second. One downfall so far is the fact that you have to take off your helmet every time you want to check the settings, until you get to like a point where you are very familiar with this camera. I don't think you'll ever get to the point where you could, how you doing? Where you could control this thing without looking at the settings. But I mean, that's kind of typical with any action camera. See how that looks? Very rocky, bumpy stuff. I'm gonna do this same exact line without stabilization so you can see what it looks like. I'm just gonna do it, maybe I'll do it backwards. It should show you the representation the same. Another negative that I've seen already is the fact that you get very limited recording time in just 2.7K, which is half scaled 4K. But that's kind of to be expected. Whoa. The fork did not like that. That was weird. Bottomed out like crazy. All right, let's get riding so that we could get on with the day. I'm gonna hit this line pretty aggressively to see what it looks like. In like a really fast-paced run style. Whew. Those little doubles are so fun. I don't think any of this is gonna have any issue with the stabilization, since it is quite smooth, but you never know. I don't know if anybody's ridden out here today yet, so gotta take it easy. make sure everything's in working order. Woo, sneaky snack. Woo, sneaky snack. Did you guys see that? That's the beauty of having this camera. You'll see everything that I see. It's kind of a negative and a positive to have this camera look where you're looking. Somebody working on the trail over here, which is cool. Thank you. Gives you a more immersive feel to like the actual ride, but also stabilizes on the negative, gives you more motion unless you keep your head completely straight. But that line looks pretty decent. Let's get to it. So this voice control feature works flawlessly. It's kind of crazy, but I wasn't expecting it to be so convenient. But whenever you're mountain biking and you have to hit that record button constantly and move around to get that record button, this makes things a lot easier. Let's get this line. My bottle just fell out. Son of a gun. This is a running / hiking test of this camera. Look at that. That's why they call it the swamp. Just for your information. All right, well, I'm just gonna put this sucker back in and let it dry off by itself. I'm really hoping this footage looks cool. That'd be such a blessing. And that the audio works well. That'd be really fun and cool to just vlog like this. I know that the gimbal is way more immersive and steady for everyone to watch, but on days where I don't want to wear the gimbal, this would be a blessing. For real. It's like riding naked. It's so funny. I understand why people don't want to bring cameras out here on the daily. Yeah, I'm gonna take this line over here. It's not gonna be the same exact results, but it should be cool. I'm just gonna roll down it. Hey guys.
Sorry with that.
No, you're good.
I almost blocked you.
No, you're good. I was coming down slow. Thanks for the work. All right, so that's kind of what it would look like if you were interacting with friends. That was a really low, pulled in scrub, if I could even consider something a scrub. I don't know if I'm allowed to. This is a really slow climb that I fell on, so I wasn't really set up for it. Let's see what this looks like. If you guys aren't familiar with Graham Swamp, you could literally come out here and have so much fun just on this first little part. Get some workout in and get some practice on like drops and jumps, because there's no shortage of it out here. All right, gotta hit this section and try to run all the way through it. Let's go. There we go. That one clicked pretty nicely. All right. Ooh, almost slid out on that one. Now I'm climbing. Whew. Man, I tell you what, dropper seat posts, they really, there is no replacement for one. Already gassed. Got that one, just barely cleared it. Then you got all sorts of hellacious climbs coming our way. All right, as you can see, it is definitely raining out here. So, goes to show that you can indeed come out here and ride in the rain with this thing attached. Granted, I don't know how much water you want to, you know, ride in, because it's going to be uncomfortable. All right, it is raining out here at this point and my feet are slippery. Got some mud. This is going to be a very good representation of what this camera could do. So I guess I'll just keep it up. Oh, I did not dab on that, but was rather loose. Okay, so now that it's nice and wet, the ticks are out, I'm gonna put you guys on the chest cam and see what that looks like. This has got to be the most minimal and stable chest cam you could probably get if you don't want to get a gimbal, because look how close that is. I mean, there's no movement at all except for in that plate. And man, I'm interested to see what the stabilization looks like. Got it. Just about having fun, right? I'm just out here to ride, man. Hopefully it doesn't start lightning. Oh. Ah! Whew. Getting a little bit slippery.
What's your name?
Larry.
Matt.
Nice to meet you.
I'm CJ.
CJ, nice to meet you. Put you guys back on the head mount, just because I don't trust the camera quite yet, and the fact that it's probably not too stable. Oh my pig, I thought it was a bear again. Oh my pig. Jesus. That was frightening. So I have a decent amount of footage at this location with gimbal and non-gimbal. So we'll have a good comparison of what it looks like. Oh. A decent amount of footage at this location with gimbal and non-gimbal. So we'll have a good comparison of what it looks like. Oh. This is the last jump of the day, boys and girls.